Okay, can you guys hear me now? Isn't that the strangest thing? I have no clue why there was no sound. Okay, you can hear me. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so y'all can hear me now, right? Okay, perfect. Man, so that whole introduction. So I guess I'll start all over. So thank you guys so much for being here. This is Tuesday, September 10th, and I don't know why the sound was out. Let's see. I got a message that said that my iPhone Wi-Fi was disconnected. Oh, come on. Um, I'm not even going to look at that anymore. Yeah, let's see. Where's my little circle? Okay, there we go. Y'all can see me, you can hear me, we can get started, right? So I was just rattling on about me going to the walk-in clinic today, that I have a sinus infection. I haven't slept in 4 nights, but I have a really cute project for y'all tonight. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. My computer does need an update, but I don't want to install it right now, right? Nope. So let me show you the really cute projects that we're making. We're using another new suite from the Holiday Mini Catalog, and this is called the Snowy Wonder Suite. So it's the stamp set and the dies, and the designer series paper is Snowy Scenes. And so this is the little mini bag, and then this is the card. And I just realized that I put removable adhesive on there so that I could photograph it. Anyway, here's the card, and then here's the little treat bag. So I'm going to try to not cough too much. There may be a lot of silence tonight just because when I do talk too much, I tend to start coughing. So there'll be times where I'll just kind of not talk a lot, right? But I'll try to look up and see y'all's questions. So we're going to start with the bag, and I'm going to put the measurements. Oh, wait, let me back up a minute. We have to address the live prizes. We are going to be doing some live prizes tonight. So you do have to be present to win a couple of them. So let me explain this. So prize number 1 is going to be 10 pieces of Petunia Pop cardstock. So that's number 1. The winner number 1. Winner number 2 is going to get 10 pieces of the Shy Shamrock cardstock. Winner number 3 is going to get the Peach Pie cardstock. And then our 4th winner is going to get to choose one of these bags, so they can either choose the Dalmatian zipper bag or this little Halloween mini zipper bag that I made. And you get to choose one of these retired stamp sets. So the final winner, you'll have to be present because I need to know which item that you want, okay? So those are our live prizes. And then now we can stamp. Yes, and if I do miss your question tonight, you can always send me an email at my help desk. Yeah. Okay. I have not had a sinus infection in probably 15 years, and I've probably not had a cold in 6 years, since before COVID. So I really thought that it was just a cold, and I couldn't recognize the symptoms. And then I just kept getting worse every night. So finally today I'm like, okay, after 4 nights of no sleep, I'm going to the clinic. Hey, Lori, we missed you on our call today. It was a short call, though, because as soon as we got off the call, I went straight to the walk-in clinic. Okay, so because we're doing the same images on both the bag and the card, I'm going to be cutting stamping 2 of everything. Okay, so 2 penguins, 2 trees, 2 greetings, but 1 candy cane. Hi, Marva. This is your first time. Welcome. Okay, so here's my basic white cardstock. And then we are embossing tonight. So I've got all of those tools right here. So my desk is going to kind of be a hot mess. We've got garden green ink, real red ink. We have Memento ink. And then we're also going to be using Versamark. So let's do the penguin first. And like I said, I'm going to be stamping 2 of these. Can y'all see where I'm stamping this? Let me move it up here. Because this is a photopolymer stamp set, I am using my Stampin' Mat. Okay, 2 of those. That part's done. So we can close up our Memento ink and get that out of the way. Next, we're going to do the candy cane, and we're using real red. The biggest issue I've had is just the drainage at night. It started out with a headache and a sore throat, and then pretty much like the Advil cold and sinus has been working during the daytime. Ooh, I hope I gave myself enough room. I better stamp a couple more of these because you got to die cut them. So the Advil cold and sinus was kind of working during the day, but at nighttime, as soon as I would lay down, I would start to choke. So I've had no sleep. Yeah, and when you don't get sleep, lots of things start to fall apart. Okay, the tree. This is garden green. I think I said that already, right? And our final one is the greeting, which we're going to emboss that. So while I've got all of this here, I'm going to go ahead and color with my Stampin'. Okay, sorry. It's super annoying. I have to take a sip of water. Are y'all still there? I hope. I can't see your comments all of a sudden. Like, since the sound stopped working earlier, now I'm afraid y'all are gone. Where's my comments? Oh, please don't let me have lost y'all. Okay, y'all are still there. Good. I'm going to color and stop talking. Peach pie. Okay? If only we could play music in our videos, right? I'm going to use Pretty in Pink for his cheeks. And then Real Red for the candy cane. We only need 1 candy cane, so I don't know why I don't know why I stamped 4. We'll just blame it on the sinus infection, right? So I'm just going to color one of them. Okay. I have 2 Winka Stellas here because one of them is drying out. So we're going to die cut this in just a minute. But I'm going to do all my die cutting at once. And it's quite a bit of die cutting. So let's go ahead and... oh, well, wait a second. I need to die cut this piece so that we can stamp, so that we can emboss. So I'm going to go ahead and get my ruh-roh. I knew this was going to happen. I got to grab some pool party cardstock. Luckily, that's my favorite color, so I have it in abundance. 1 candy cane for each flipper. That's a good idea. Okay. I got to move all this stuff over because I need room for my die cutting machine. Yeah, Daddy called a few minutes ago and he said, well, I thought you were over COVID. And I was like, yeah, Daddy, I was over COVID. That was like back in August, right? I'm like, now I've got this. Oh, well, we all have our things, right? So of the dies, let me get that real quick. Well, okay, so of the dies, here's all of them. But in this cup here, or bowl, is the ones that we're going to be using tonight. We're also using the deckled circles, okay? So this right here is, we're going to need 2 of those and just one for each project. So the card and the bag. And yeah, and if I hadn't been sick earlier, I would have gone ahead and done some of this die cutting earlier today, but I was like, oh, it's better that I go sit down and rest for a little bit before I go live, just so I have the energy. Vicky says I sound worse than this morning. Yeah, you know, that always happens in the evening, right? In fact, I told the doctor today, I said, I've managed just fine on Advil, cold, and sinus every day, but then every night I've almost died. Like, y'all know I'm dramatic, right? But that's kind of how I felt. Okay, so here's this one. We need 2 of these. Yeah, I didn't even go to the doctor this time when I had COVID. Like, normally I go and get the Paxlovid, but that stuff messes with my stomach so badly that this time I decided that I would try to get over it on my own. And I did. And maybe I didn't, right? Maybe this is a ruh-roh. I almost didn't leave myself room to cut 2 of these. Wait, what looks like eyes? What are y'all looking at? Yeah, David earlier said, well, maybe you shouldn't go live. I'm like, dude, I got really cute projects to make. No, I can push through it. It's just an hour. Yeah. So if y'all need something to drink or if you need to run to the bathroom real quick, I'm just going to be die cutting all of these images. So you do have time to go do something if you need to. I'm going to try to do as many of these as I can. Yvette, I see you're on here. See how much I'm using this plate that you sent me? And I think I can do one of the penguins too. Might have to stand up. I want to cut that right. Hopefully that's good. Did I do the wrong thing? I did the right thing. Oh, it looks like eyes. Oh, you're right. Oh, no, it slid. Grr. Phooey. That's what I get for doing so many at one time. Okay. I'm done with this one. We'll do, oops. We'll do another snowflake and a tree. I should have stood up because I can't see over my desk when I'm sitting down. I love it, Yvette. And yes, everyone that's asking about it, yes. Oh, goodness gracious. I just need to stand. I'm going to stand for a minute. I'm going to take the camera off my face because then my head's going to be like whacked off at the top. So I'm going to stand to die cut these because I need to be looking over them to see them. Does that make sense? Okay, where's my penguin? And I'm probably going to have to put my head in the camera just to see. Julie, we got them at scrapbook.com. That is the only place I've seen them. Well, I still cut that one a little bit crooked, but not as bad as the other one. So we'll live with that one. It does work. Yes, it works. But you still got to make sure that you put the die on straight, right? So if you don't put the die on straight, then it messes up, right? Okay, so I'm going to have to, ruh-roh, is that one going to come out? Huh, okay, got to do that one again. I have to stamp one more tree and one more penguin, but we'll go ahead and cut another snowflake and the candy cane, and then I'll stamp those other two images. I wonder if it didn't like, hold on. I wonder if it didn't like me cutting multiple images. You know what I mean? I normally use washi tape, but with this magnetic mat, you don't have to. Yes, with this magnetic mat, it doesn't move. Okay, there's the, did I call, well, I don't know what I called that earlier. Hopefully I called it the right name. I think I may stand the rest of the video. Y'all don't need to see me, right? You already saw me plenty. Back when my mouth was moving and you weren't hearing anything. Okay. So sorry. I gotta get another piece of paper. Okay. I'm stamping another penguin. Actually, do I have to? Let me see. Yes, I have to. I don't have a choice. I messed him up real bad. Like one of his arms was missing. You can't have a missing arm. Okay, I have a question for y'all. I had a demonstrator friend that asked me a question, and so I said, well, I didn't think of that, but that was a really good idea. So we were discussing, hold on, let me get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine again. We were discussing my goal to reach my 3 million this month. And she said, well, have you thought about offering one of your quilts as a giveaway? And I'm like, well, no. Is that something even somebody would want? And so we were discussing. I was like, well, I could ask. Would that be an incentive for people to place orders to help me reach that goal this month? Like, if I reach the goal this month, then I would offer that. I don't know. I'm just tossing it out there. I did bring one of my jelly roll quilts. I still didn't cut him perfectly, but y'all know I'm sick, so you're going to just forgive me, right? I cut the other two out perfectly earlier today, but to be honest, my eyes are so full of what is it? Like when he looked in my ears and he was like, whoa, yeah, you got a sinus infection. Is this too much information? Should I stop talking? Yeah, so his fluid, that's the word I'm looking for, fluid. Okay, so I think we're done die cutting now, I think. Hold on, let me get a tissue real quick. I thought for sure that I was going to be okay and not need any tissues. And it's like the minute I start talking. Oh, gosh. So, Lisa, you did see the quilt in the background. Yes, that's the one. I'll show it to you guys in just a little bit. So, yeah. So, I see lots of people say yes. So, okay. I'll have to work on that tomorrow. So this is for the card, and that's for the card. That's for the card. And the card gets 3 snowflakes. Hopefully I cut out enough snowflakes. I might have to cut another one. Oh, grr. I need the die cut machine again. If you're new tonight, this is not my normal, right? Yeah, this is not my normal. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I can be a little dingy. So, I'm just going to rip this in half. Yeah, I told David, I said, oh yeah, I'm just going to be there for an hour tonight. I can get in and out pretty quickly, just like normal. But first I didn't have sound. Now I've realized that I need to do a little bit more die cutting. And then I've had to go get a tissue. We might be here a little bit longer. So Gretchen received her chick candy today. Yay! Okay, we need 2 of these, and I'll explain why in just a minute. Oh, wait, I need to get that snowflake that's in there out. What did I do with my take your pick tool? I'm cutting an extra snowflake because I think that I didn't cut enough. Come on. Okay, one more. I'm not even going to fold this thing up. I'm just going to put it behind me. That way, if we need to die cut something else, we'll have it. Oh, and Danny got her chick candy yesterday, too. Yay! Sorry, I was a little tardy in sending that. It's like, I sent a bunch the other day. It was like, I think I sent everyone that people had claimed. There's a few that have been unclaimed. Not too many, though. Y'all been doing a good job. I should have used some wax paper. That would have made that much easier. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move this aside. Now, I think we're ready to start doing some assembly. So I'm going to get my silicone craft sheet. Oh, here it is. Okay. And we're going to start with this piece here. So this one that we die cut, we're just going to rip this to make the snow. Okay? And then we're going to glue that right on there. So I'm going to use my liquid glue. Okay. And technically, I mean, let's go ahead and just assemble the one for the card too, because they're kind of sort of made exactly the same. I think I might have made the snow a little too high, but it'll be okay. So now we're going to set these aside, and we need to make our greeting. So I'm going to get my stamping mat back out really quick, and we are going to use the embossing buddy first. Cheryl, yes, I am sick again. I have a sinus infection now. Remember like a few weeks ago when I said every fall I always get sick, always get under the weather? Yep, it happened again. Okay, here's the greeting. So we're going to stamp it in Versamark. It's a good thing I'm standing. I stamp so much better when I'm standing. Okay, so Versamark. And Versamark. I'm going to cover this up so that I don't get powder all over it. And then this is my embossing powder that I just dumped from the container and put it in this Tupperware container. I'm like, okay, can y'all see what I'm doing? Okay, that one looks good. I'm going to set this right here and then do this one. If you don't know this kit actually comes with these tweezers. It comes with the brush, the tray. Ooh, that one got stamped a little. No, it's fine. I thought I stamped it a little too high, but I did not. Okay. I'm going to keep this out, and I'm going to put this behind me so that when I turn the heat tool on, it doesn't go flying everywhere. So we'll do one at a time. Okay, that one's done. I'll always remember the first day I learned to stamp, Sandra showed me how to emboss, and I could not believe that it was that easy. It looked, something so beautiful looked like it had to be complicated. It's like magic, right? Okay. Okay, so those should be dry now. Now, well, I like using this because it kind of really helps me to build this. So this is going to go down here, and the tree's going to go over here. And we need to recolor our second penguin because remember I met, whoa, that doesn't look good. Well, we're just going to live with it. Did I really mess up both penguins? Oh well. I did. We're just going to live with it. I'll replace it later. And then the candy cane is going to go in his hand. So I'm going to use my liquid glue and I'm going to put it just right there. And hold it for a second. I don't need to put the lid on each time, do I? Whoops, come back here. And then we need to attach one snowflake. So I'm just going to do a smear of liquid glue. Now you could use your Xyron if you want, or adhesive sheets, whatever you prefer. This image is pretty small, so I'm just brushing a little bit of adhesive on there. And then now I need my dimensionals. We're gonna pop the penguin up. And then we're going to add this piece after we add this to the bag. So let's go ahead and make the bag now. I'm going to slide all of this over. This is for the card. Y'all are still there, right? Okay. So this piece measures 8.5 by 11. And I'm going to put the measurements on the screen so that I can see the scoring measurements. So on the 8.5 inch side, we're going to score this at 2.5 and 6. And then on the 11 inch side, we're going to score at 4.5 and 6.5. 4.5 and 6.5. We're going to fold on all the score lines and burnish with our bone folder. Yeah, I have not posted the YouTube Chick Candy yet. And the live Chick Candy will be at the very end. Okay. So I have folded and burnished on all of those score lines. And what you want to do now is you want to keep this where this is the 8.5 inch side. I call that the portrait side. So you want to keep this direction. And then what we're going to do, let me move this keyboard out of the way, is this score line here is going to get folded down to this score line. So what I'm going to do is just put my fingernail right there at the edge of that score line, and then I'm going to fold it down to that score line. And then inside here you can see that I am okay. I'm going to do this on all four corners. So again, here's that score line. I'm going to fold this score line down to meet this score line. And I'm just keeping my fingernail there until I get it started. And then the same thing, just going to burnish that line. Now we're going to turn it and do the same thing on this side. So this score line here, we're going to fold it down to meet this score line. Of course, you can't really see it now because this whole thing is folding up, but this score line is folding down to this one. I've made this box in several different sizes and this actual size a few times. It's a really quick and simple project to make, And you can use adhesive or you don't have to use adhesive. So here is your container, and I'm going to show you guys some things that fit in there. So if we stay on the bandwagon of the little marshmallow fluffs from last week, which by the way, they are back in stock. Oriental Trading has them again. I think Walmart.com might still be out. But you can put some Ghirardelli chocolates in there. You can put some of the snowman fluffs in there. And then the sides just kind of fold in and the top comes up like that. Another thing that will fit in there is these cute little tiny Kleenexes. And a hand sanitizer, and that will fit in here as well. And then all you do, so we're going to wrap the ribbon around. Sorry, I'm going to have to take a sip of water. So sorry. So to tie the ribbon around, I need a binder clip to hold it so that the ribbon will tighten, right? Yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. So we'll remove the binder clip. Now you could use these. If y'all remember back in the old day, remember I used to just tie a bow to the binder clip. So that is an option. Here's the, wait, let me move the measurements off the screen. Move this out of the way. So this is how we're doing it. We're just wrapping the ribbon around the bag, and that is keeping it closed. But you could just use the binder clip and tie a bow on your ribbon and just attach it to the top. That's another option. Do y'all want me to use the binder clip, or do you want me to tie the ribbon around it? Y'all tell me. Thanks, Carol. I'm sorry I'm sick. I know I sound terrible. Yeah, I feel really bad. Okay, I just heard a noise. I'm hoping that's my husband. Okay, any comments yet? Do y'all want me to use the binder clip to keep it closed, or do you want me to tie the ribbon around it? Let's see what it looks like with the clip. You know, I love using the clips because you can get them in bulk, you know, at like Staples or any office supply store, and they kind of just add a little bit of, I don't know, bling to it as well. We'll see how we like it. If we don't like it, we can always redo it, right? So I normally take just a mini glue dot and add it to the ribbon and then attach it to the binder clip. We'll see how we like that. We might change our mind. Okay, so now let's find our image here. So now this has got to go on here. Now, here's the disadvantage of having something really bulky in there is that it makes the bag look a little pregnant, right? So you have to decide if you want to put something in there that's a little skinnier so that you can fold it a little bit flatter so that this fits on here a little bit better, okay? Yeah, I would put something skinnier in there. Maybe just the Kleenexes. I don't know. Let's go ahead and add the greeting down here. I need my silicone craft sheet again. I do not want to get glue on my desk. So I'm adding it to this part. How does that fit? Yep, it works. You could slide it up a little bit more, but that looks good. And then I'm going to actually add it to the bag with dimensionals. So we're going to place one there and then one down here. But before we add it to the bag, let's go ahead and add our embellishments. Oh yeah, you could use punches, and you could use a hole punch. So I'm going to get 2 of these snowflakes. Those things are small, aren't they? And I'm going to use this little bit of liquid glue that I have here. Hold on, I need my other take your pick tool. I need one to stick it down and the other one to hold it. Like I'm playing Operation, right? Hopefully that's enough glue. Whoa, y'all hear that airplane? And then now I want to take my Wink of Stella. Is that the empty one? This one's got more. And I want to brush on. Y'all can't really see it in the video, but in person you can see it. Oh yeah, that's cute. Okay. So when I was offering the product shares, I think I only had 2 people that pre-ordered this bundle. The reindeer one was a very popular one. Okay, so let's see, how do they compare? I think the only difference is I cut the snow a little too thick, but it still looks cute, right? I love it. And which way do you like it best? Do you like it with the binder clip, or do you like it better wrapped around? I think if you wrap it around, you can move this down a little bit, and it makes the bag look a little bit smaller. Okay, now we're going to make the card. Now the card's really simple and easy to make, so we won't be here too much longer. Yay, I'm glad y'all like it. Thank you. Okay, so the rest of the card material or product is these pieces. So we're going to score our pool party cardstock at 4 1/4. Can y'all believe my desk? It's like a hot mess. It's got so much stuff. Okay, fold on the score line and burnish with my bone folder. I've got 2 bone folders out here. And then, oh wait, I got to score it one more time. I need that measurement though. Where is it? I need to score it at 1 1/4 also. So 1 1/4. All these measurements will be on your free PDF tomorrow. And you're going to fold that one back. Okay. So now this piece, not that one, this one. This one's going to go on the inside of your card. Okay. Now this strip of Designer Series paper is going to go here. I love this pack of paper. So if you ordered product shares from me, some of the items arrived today. So that means we're going to begin cutting. Not everything arrived. I placed multiple orders to get them. So now this looks like it doesn't fit, but we're going to be gluing this piece down. So this fits just fine. Okay. Goodness gracious, there goes my nose again. So sorry. Ugh. Okay. So now let me show you what we do with the ribbon. This way you can save ribbon. So I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal. This was the piece to stamp on. I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm just going to make a line of the adhesive, okay? And then I'm going to take the ribbon, and I'm going to wrap it around this piece like that, okay? And then I'm going to glue that down, okay? So you can use liquid glue or the Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm going to use my liquid glue because it's really strong, and when you're working around this ribbon, it's nice to have a strong adhesive. It does take a minute to dry, so we'll just hold that down and let it dry. So Patricia said that she didn't order this ribbon. Pool Party is my most favorite Stampin' Up color. So when I looked at the ribbon too, I was a little apprehensive because it has pom-poms on it. But let me tell you, you could actually cut them pom-poms off even. Like, I think you could still use it. I think you could cut them off, but I like them. Okay, so now for that extra piece that you see here at the top, I'm just going to tie a bow and then add it with a mini glue dot. So you could wrap it around and you could tie it, but my bow always ends up really cattywampus. Other words, crooked. So I like doing it this way. Plus, I feel like I have more control and my bow looks so much better. Of course, I say that, but now my bow looks terrible. So let me start over. Let me stop talking. And I want to make this smaller because it is a card. Okay. Let's make sure that this is going in the right direction. Which way is this one? Sometimes those tails get twisted and you want to make sure that you've got them going in the right orientation before you cut them, right? Oh, that's going to look good. Okay, so let's build our image again. I'm going to use my Stampin' Mat just because it makes it a little bit easier to see. So we're going to place this there. And I'm actually going to use dimensionals here and then mini dimensionals here. And I'm placing them on here because I want to make sure that I get them in the right spot and not actually on top of the ribbon. So hopefully that makes sense. Now where's my dimensionals? I might end up, oh, here they are. Okay. So one here and one here. And then the minis, like I said, I'm just going to place them right here. Take the backing off. I usually build the focal point before I attach it, but you can do it either way, whatever you want to do. There's more than one way to cook spaghetti, right? Okay, I really wish that I had cut this shorter. Maybe I still can. Yay, that worked. And then now we're going to add the tree. So the same way as the bag, we're just going to use our liquid glue. And then the snowflake. Okay, where's my silicone craft sheet? I gotta tidy up some stuff because I can't find anything. Okay. So I'm going to use a smear of the liquid glue again. and add my snowflake. My penguin is going to get popped up with a dimensional. So cute, right? And then before we add the rest of the pieces, I want to see how this is fitting. So if you'll notice, this piece goes up above the deckled circle, okay? And then this piece, ideally, is going to cover up the bottom of the decal circle, okay? So that's what I was checking on to make sure that that was working. And it does. So I'm going to go ahead and use my liquid glue and add and attach it to the bottom of this. Oh, well, hopefully y'all can see that. And then we're going to glue it down. And we've got a couple more snowflakes to add. So one over here. And then, let's see, let's use this one. One down here. We're going to add some of those embellishments in just a minute. Let me get my glue dot so I can add my ribbon. And here's our embellishments that we're going to add. And I'm looking for my mini glue dots. I have this rolling cart here that I keep all of my adhesive on. And it never fails that when I'm live, I set those mini glue dots somewhere and then I can't find them. And I know they're right in front of my face. Or they should be right in front of my face. Huh. I don't, oh, there they are. Knew it. I put them in the blends basket for some reason. Not sure why. Did I get a glue dot? Yep, I did. And then now our embellishment. So I need a little bit more liquid glue for those. And this time we're adding 3 of these. Regarding the peppermint embellishments, they will be back around the week of September 16th. I suspect they're going to sell out again. So the early bird will catch the worm. I will start looking every day, a few days before the 16th. And a few days after the 16th. And I will make the announcement as quickly as possible when I find them back in stock. But I will tell you that I do suspect that they're going to sell out very quickly. Because everybody wants them, right? Everybody. Just make sure that your children don't get a hold of them and think that they really are peppermint. And then, wait a sec. Oh, here it is. I was like, that thing's invisible. And then one over here. Ruh-roh. Stick, would you? Hold that in place. And the only thing we didn't do to this card yet is we need to add our Wink of Stella to the snow. I probably should have added it to the snowflakes too. I needed more glue on these. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way and then we will look at both projects really closely again. Okay, so here's the cards and it opens up just like that. Perfect. I didn't mess it up, right? Nope. Well, I kind of sort of cut the penguin a little bit crooked, but there's that. And then here is the bag. So here's the one that I made earlier today. And then here's the one that I just made with the binder clip. Yeah. So cute, right? Okay, so the questions about this, the snowflakes, they're white loose snowflakes. They're teeny, teeny, tiny. They could actually be used as confetti. Yeah, they could be considered confetti because they are pretty small. Yeah, they're really small. I didn't offer these in my product shares because I just knew that it would be a hot mess trying to count out teeny tiny snowflakes. Okay, so we have some YouTube chick candy. I'm going to slide these projects over, and then we're going to show you the chick candy, YouTube chick candy. I'm looking for it. So last week, let me show you the winner of last week. So last week it was this zipper bag and the Alphabet Alamo dies. Our winner was Ellen. Ellen, I need to hear from you. I need your mailing address if you want these 2 items. If you don't want them, you can let me know and I can re-gift them. So that was YouTube Chick Candy 170. Tonight, our YouTube Chick Candy is going to be some new product. It's going to be this Sentimental Wishes stamp set. So this is a brand new stamp set that's in the Holiday Mini with the coordinating dies. So Sentimental Wishes dies, Sentimental Wishes stamp set, and then also this fabric tray that I made. All you have to do to enter to win, let me see if I can find this one. This is going to be YouTube Chick Candy. Maybe I didn't even load it. It would make sense if I didn't load it, right? Nope. Okay, give me a second. I'll load the image for you. Is this it? Here we go. Okay. So all you have to do is leave a comment on this video on my YouTube channel on this video. So not the chat box, but the actual video. So as soon as I sign off, the comment section will be open and you'll be able to leave a comment. And you have until next Tuesday, mid-afternoon, to enter to win. And all you got to do is just leave a comment. And I use random... I don't use random. I use comment picker. And it chooses the winner for me. So, easy peasy. Okay, so now for our live prizes. Before I do those, I want to do a couple little reminders that I do have a host code currently. It's got a couple more days left. If you place a minimum $50 order with me using this host code, which is also over here in the corner, you can choose one of 3 gifts. The Take Your Pick tool, which y'all saw me using 2 of them tonight, right? You saw me use the putty end of this one, and you saw me use the pokey tool to hold down the embellishments. So that's one of the gifts. This pink thing that's on here, that is a hot glue gun finger protector. It didn't fit my finger. It was too tight when I got it in. So I put it on the end of my Take Your Pick tool, and then I liked it. Your other option is Wink of Stella. Y'all saw me use the Wink of Stella tonight. And then last week, this host code was including the Iconic Celebrations Designer Series paper, a half a pack. That's sold out. So I had to change it to Take a Bow. The people that already claimed Iconic Celebrations, y'all are getting that. It's just anyone that uses the host code now will get the Take a Bow paper, if that's what you want. Like I said, you've got 3 choices. Okay, so there's that. A reminder about my 3 million. I'm hoping to make it this month. It's a stretch, but all of the details about this is over on my website. So you have 5 ways to possibly win free product. And then I will be announcing, I will show y'all the quilt in just a few minutes since y'all really like that idea. So for our live prizes, does everybody have their information in for me to do the drawing? move these over to the side so that y'all can see the prizes. These are our prizes that I'm giving away tonight. So if you just happened upon us, I agree, Stephanie, make a bow. That would have been a better name, right? Okay, so what I have to do is I have to shut off the comments and pull up the spreadsheet and then copy and paste it into the wheel of names. So it's going to take me about a minute to copy all those names over. So I'm just going to kind of talk as I go through it. So I'm going over to the form now to shut the comments off. And then I'm going to copy them over. So I'm logging into that website. And we have 277 people that have entered to win. And that has officially been turned off. And now, now I'm going to download everyone's names. And then copy them. And then we'll get this going. So this is today. I need to date this 9/10. Save. Ruh-roh. Where'd it go? In my download folder. Come on. Here we go. Okay, about 10 more seconds and then I'll be sharing my screen so that we can draw the winners' names. And I'm just going to copy this entire column. So copy. And I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to share my screen real quick. Screen share. Okay, so can y'all see my screen? The first winner is going to receive the Petunia Pop cardstock. And I will recap the winner. I will, sorry, I can't talk. I will recap the winners when we're done, okay? I got to remove this column title here. Okay, so let me turn the volume up and we're going to draw the first person. Okay, so Kat Smith, you have won the Petunia Pop cardstock. Congratulations. The next winner is Shy Shamrock cardstock. Lori Longwell, congrats. Our third winner is going to receive the Peach Pie cardstock. Angela Fisher, congrats. And then our final winner has to be here because they're going to pick which stamp set and which zipper bag they want. So here we go. So Rhonda, I need to hear from Rhonda. Congrats. Which item you want. So I'm going to show you the bags and the stamp set. And you get to choose which one you want. Now I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to leave this up because if she's not here, we will draw another winner. So I'm going to recap these real quick. Kat Smith, Petunia Pop cardstock. Lori Longwell, Shy Shamrock. Angela Fisher, Peach Pie. And then Rhonda, if you're here, you get to choose one of these 3 stamp sets and one of these zipper bags. So I just need to hear from Rhonda which item she wants. If she's not here and she doesn't choose, we will go back to that spreadsheet and draw another name. So I'm just waiting to hear from Rhonda. Here's her name. Has anybody seen a comment from her? I don't want to keep y'all too terribly long. So Tina says, I can't believe people enter to win but don't give a thumbs up. You know, maybe I should do a better job of asking for a thumbs up. Yeah, so please give me a thumbs up. Okay, so she wants the red You want the Dalmatian bag with the frosted gingerbread. You got it. Congratulations. Okay, so I'm going to set this over here with the other items. We will re-gift these next Tuesday. Now I was going to show y'all the quilt that I'm going to be announcing. It's going to be hard to photograph, but this is a jelly roll quilt that I actually made in 2016. It's brand new. I've never used it. It's never been washed. And the way that you can tell it's never been washed is it's not, you can tell it's never been washed, right? There's no wrinkles to it. But it is a lap size quilt. Let's see. Like how can I show you? There's just, you know what? Let me do this. I'm going to put the camera on my face. FaceTime. Okay. That's not the right one. Hold on. Here we go. So here, I'm going to show you the quilt. I can only show you half of it at a time. So this is the front side of it. And then this is the back side of it. So it's a lap size. I made this quilt. It says ChicnScratch 2016. So yes, I will be adding this to my 3 million giveaway thing. If I make it this month, I will be gifting this. I've got to figure out what the criteria is for giving this. These jelly roll quilts cost about $250 to make. That's my cost, because the long arm quilter was like 100 and something, and then the jelly roll, and then the backing fabric, and the binding fabric, and the batting. Anyway, y'all don't want to see my face anymore. How do I take this off? Hold on. There we go. It didn't work. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so there's that jelly roll quilt. Now, where did I go? Okay, there y'all are. So here's the projects again. And then I'm going to scroll back really quick. Those of you that need to go, so sorry I went over. But I had technical difficulties and I've been sick, right? So Judy says, check out the Hey Boo fabric from Moda. I'm going to write that down. I think I might have already seen it, but it never hurts to look again. So check out Hey Boo fabric. My husband says I need more fabric, like I need another hole in my head, right? Okay, so I'm just going to scroll back. If you're still here and you asked me a question earlier and I didn't see it, post it again now, because I'm just going to look for a couple minutes before I sign off. Let's see. Thank y'all so much for the compliments on the quilt. Patricia says, is it possible the high number is the number of messages and not the number of people here? I have 200... I really don't know. I think I have 268 thumbs up. That's pretty good. Oh, thank you, Yvette. You're so nice. I'm going to have to send you something for sure. Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing any questions yet. I see lots of awesome comments, and you guys are saying congrats to everyone. And that's very nice of y'all, because I know everyone wants to win, right? Thank you. I'm so glad you guys like the project. Yeah, both projects, right? They're so cute, and this suite is so fun. Maybe y'all want to buy it, right? If you haven't already. Okay, I don't really see any questions, but if I missed it, let me give you my help desk. Those of you that won, I need your mailing address. I need you to claim your prize. So you can send me your information to that help desk, or you can fill out my claim form, and there's that address. So you can use your smartphone to take a picture of the screen. Hold on, I gotta take a sip of water. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I think maybe that that might be my sign that I'm supposed to go, right? Ugh, I've talked out now. That means now, so the doctor gave me some cough medicine today that will make me sleepy, and he gave me the pearls. Everybody says the pearl works, so now I can go upstairs and take my cough medicine and those little pearls, and hopefully I'll get some sleep tonight. Yes. Did someone ask me the Kleenex? I did get them on Amazon. I will make sure that I put the link to these in my PDF, or not the PDF, but on my blog tomorrow. Okay, so when I do my blog post for these projects, I will include the link to these. Okay, aren't they so cute? I actually keep these in my purse now. So like we went to Olivia's birthday party on Saturday, and I carried one of my smaller purses, and I didn't have room for my big Kleenex. So I actually use these now in my purse instead of taking the big ones. I also have I have two different little ones. Aren't they cute? Yeah. Okay. Pearls. They are a prescription. Yeah, and I didn't even have to ask my doctor. Like I told him, I haven't slept in 4 nights. Honest to goodness, every time I lay down, the minute I would fall asleep, I would start choking. So the pearls, I guess, are supposed to help you stop coughing. Oh, Lord, let's hope and pray it works, right? Between the cough syrup and the pearls, it's got to work. I don't know the real name of the pearls, Susan. I think you can Google it, right? Stephanie says, oh, I love you too, Stephanie. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm gonna start coughing again at any second now. So hopefully next Tuesday I will not be coughing and we'll be back. I'll be back to my normal self. But thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I'm very sorry about the no sound earlier and then all of my runny nose and coughing. But I didn't want to cancel on y'all because the projects are so cute, right? Okay, y'all have a great night. Don't forget, if I missed your question, just shoot me an email. Have a good night. Take care, guys.